Boom, hey internets. Do you need the same background when you're doing product shots or when you're doing photos of any kind of garments for your clothing line? The answer is no. What I'm going to do is walk you through a couple case studies. You can have your own examples. Again, when any brand is talking to me about consulting, on the form I make them choose like 3 brands that are example brands. And obviously your brand doesn't have to be a carbon copy of that brand. It could be very close to it or doing well in certain things. It gives a good reference and marker point for like a successful brand that exists that can help describe some aspect of your brand. All right, I have case studies for like everything, right? Like lifestyle, health conscious, or sports driven brands. There's religious brands that hits me up all the time. There's cultural brands, they want to put something down for their culture. And so there's case studies for everything, right? So 2 categories: lifestyle photography and product shots. Those are the 2 main assets that I look at prior. Actually, there's more categories now that I think about it, because you're gonna need to have assets. When I say assets, I mean visual assets, so image and video that you're gonna need for social media. You actually need way more assets for social media than you would for actual catalog, right? But the basic ones you need is product shots, so you can show what products you're selling online, right? On your shop, right? If you're doing a cash drop or whatever kind of web shop you have, or if you're gonna put it on Brand Boom and sell to wholesale, right? So you're gonna need product shots, and then lifestyle shots encompasses what it sounds like, people actually living and wearing, showcasing the styling of your garments, okay? So let's go through a couple examples. Okay guys, so I picked out a couple brands here. We're gonna start with Culk. Good middle of the road, I would say, streetwear brand. All right, so everything looks like he knocked out the background on all of these. Just clicking on different categories here. So let me click on these fleece bottoms. Yep. So on this website, it doesn't really matter. These are product shots. So it looks like for the product shots, we just went with no background or a white background. So that's either a transparency or white. All right, so I'm on the off-white, on the other end of the spectrum here with a premium streetwear. I'm gonna go men's, see what we have here. All right, so all of these models are shot with a background. You can see kind of that slight oyster color. This kind of off-white, no pun intended, his off-white color. If I click on one of the product shots, this is definitely a custom site. There is a lot of good stuff going on here. What would you expect though from off-white? This is amazing. Okay, so there's flats, right? So we have the flat product. We have shots with models, but they do have a consistency with the background. So these are all done in one sitting. Let's look at High and Mighty. My friends here at High and Mighty, I love what they're doing. Let's see them at a Zoomies near you. It looks like we're knocking out the background on all of these product shots. Let me click on wovens, see what these button downs look like. Okay, looks like the crew over at High and Mighty just knock out the background. Let me go home and see if they have any lifestyle shots or pop-ups that come up. Okay. Young and Reckless, still a fan of Young and Reckless. Okay, so here's an example of product shots with a background. You can see this one has this concrete background, sort of this beige concrete, but this is like it's literally shot in the warehouse, which I'm actually seeing a lot more of now. So let's click on some product. Yeah, so this entire product shoot was all done in the or some sort of warehouse or something with pallets. They could set this up as well. Let me click on new arrivals at the time. All right, so let me click on this where it has a flat, these fleece bottoms. Oh, this is, they're trying to sell this out. So I wonder if possibly there's less to it. Let me click on this t-shirt. Okay, so there's a mix here. There's no background here. It's kind of a gray background here. Which if you knock out the background on any of these could be mock-ups, like templates in Photoshop, and you can put any background that you want in the back. So there's a mix. You can see in Young and Reckless, there's a mix. If I look at the lifestyle shots, these are obviously product shots that have a little bit more forethought put into it. People will pop it on a fence, all kinds of different fences. I've seen before, and we've done before in some of the brands that I've worked at. So this is done in a studio. There's probably a seamless back here. This is also probably in the studio with a seamless backdrop, and then with the concrete background here. Let's look at market. This will be our 5th one. Okay. Market looks like they might be shooting on the actual floor of their warehouse. I've seen that before. Let me click on some product. Ooh, no alternate shots here. Let me click on all and pick something different. Love this cut and sew. So hot right now. Let's look at the Powerpuff collaboration. These sold out when I last saw. So just front and backs. These might be mock-ups. Let's try this hat. Looks like they knocked out the background here. A couple detail shots. So as you guys see, you can have a mix. You can do literally whatever you want. I like that it's simple here with market. With each drop, well, with this grouping here, it's all the same background. And then if you start going down, you see some with no background, which seems like how they would do a lot of their stuff. Maybe that's just with printables, possibly, because you can do that with a mock-up in Photoshop pretty easily. But as you can see, it's really up to you. It's a mix. Boom, I hope that gives you value and gave you clarity. You have other questions, you could either text me at this number here. You could also drop a comment below. While you're at it, go ahead and give this video a like. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Bye.